package has not arrived. The package has not arrived. Good evening, everybody. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. Not in the usual weather podcast situation right now. So I was expecting some interesting deliveries today for some video equipment, but they didn't come. Scheduled today, but that's what you expect with the deliveries. Anyway, doing a quick little impromptu weather podcast. So today wasn't too bad. We had a mostly sunny day. We did have some clouds. Pretty clear out right now. Looks like we're just having, I can see a few clouds out there. I'm not sure if the camera can catch it just because it's fairly low light. It does look brighter on the camera screen than it actually is out here. But still fairly nice. Tad bit humid, but that's expected for the summer. So tomorrow doesn't look like too bad of a day either. I'm still going to call it partly to mostly sunny, maybe just a little bit more cloud cover we're going to see going in later on in the day tomorrow, but overall still pretty good. And for a little tropical update, so as of the 5 p.m. update, Tropical Storm Gert that I talked about last weekend, or at that point it was Tropical Depression 8. Tropical Depression 8 turned into Tropical Storm Gert. Now it's Hurricane Gert, and it is a Category 2 hurricane with 100 mile per hour sustained winds. So, kind of interesting. We're seeing this fairly well-organized hurricane, and right now, let me step to the side here. I'm going to put up an image of the hurricane, and it's very well organized. We could see a nice little eye. It's fairly nice with the outflow. So if you take a look at the top end of the hurricane versus the bottom end of the hurricane, we see these kind of arms. So let me take that down. And with those arms, that's called outflow. So when you have very well-defined outflow, that means it's a very healthy, organized hurricane. So we're seeing that. It's not going to be anything for us. It looks like it may just make it to the eastern coast of Canada if it makes any kind of landfall. Otherwise, it's just a storm for the fishes. However, if you've been to the Jersey Shore or the South Shore of Long Island today, you might have noticed it's quite choppy with the waters. Even though the hurricane isn't there, we're still feeling some effects, so we are seeing pretty strong rip currents. So I would definitely be cautious today and tomorrow with the waters. So it looked like pretty strong waves and pretty tall waves too, maybe 3 to 6 foot waves it looked like in some of the videos I was seeing. So be very careful if you do venture out into the water, and then just enjoy the beach, because tomorrow's going to be a fairly good beach day as well. Temperatures are what we would expect for this time of the year, right around the mid-80s, so very comfortable. Then for Friday, it looks like we're going to be having some more showery activity, but it looks to be more so in the afternoon going into the evening. We could see some periods of rain and maybe a rumble of thunder as well. But that could linger a little bit into Saturday. Maybe Saturday morning, some brief showers. Not really anything in terms of storms, but there is a slight chance of a rumble of thunder, and that's pretty much it. So then after that, we are going to be seeing this typical pattern which has been occurring for what feels like the past month, maybe 5 weeks. What happens is Saturday morning, some sort of precipitation activity. Nice clearing for the afternoon on Saturday, then Sunday's a beautiful day. And then following that, Monday's a beautiful day. So that pattern has pretty much been in place at least the past few weeks. So this pattern is repeating. We're going to see again that slight shower or a thunderstorm chance Saturday morning, clearing for the afternoon. Nice day Sunday, nice day Monday. Then when we go into Tuesday, slight shower chance, more so in the afternoon. Then next Wednesday, it does look like a bit more showery activity. So we do have some nice days coming up in the forecast, and we do have some showery kind of days. Well, that's kind of what we should expect for the summer, especially with going into late summer. So do I see anything else with the tropical update? Well, besides Gert that's making its way out, there are a couple of waves out there in the Caribbean now. And the way these work, basically, you have a lot of activity coming off the west coast of Africa. It's called kind of a Saharan air layer. There's another way you can look at it, or you can research that as well if you want. That air comes off the coast of Africa, meets the very moist water in the ocean, and that kind of causes some convection in the middle or right around the equator, right around the Earth, called the Intertropical Convergence Zone. Getting a little bit technical there, but basically all of these tropical storms and hurricanes are born essentially from the west coast of Africa, at least for the Atlantic coast. On the Pacific coast, it's a little bit different, but I'm just focusing now on the east coast of the U.S. So it comes off the west coast of Africa, goes through the tropics, through the Caribbean, then makes a turn northward or northwestward, or northeastward. Northwest is not supposed to happen, but that did happen a couple of times. The biggest thing was with Hurricane Sandy. That did make a northwestward turn, along with one other hurricane I could think of, but that's an unusual scenario. Mostly it just follows the shape of the East Coast and then goes out to sea, which is exactly what Gert is doing right now. So that's pretty much it with the tropical update. If I do see anything else for them, I'll definitely give you guys a bit more weather updates and specific tropical updates with some more videos coming up. So that was pretty much it. I do have some neat, interesting camera equipment coming, and I'll be talking about that. Also, within 2 weeks, I'll be going out to the Caribbean itself to try and see in the peak of hurricane season if we see any tropical storms out there, and maybe get some nice footage for you. If not, I'll have some nice weather and some nice beach footage in the Caribbean I'll share with everybody. So that pretty much wraps up this video. I do want to just say, if you want to see any more weather videos, hit that little subscribe button below. Also, I'll have a couple more interesting videos coming up on some car shots. I do have the drone. I didn't put it up right now just because I didn't really need to right now. I'm still waiting for that extra camera equipment that I was talking about. So nothing with the drone tonight. Maybe a little bit more drone shots tomorrow with another video I was going to do for tomorrow. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. Have a great evening and still enjoy the nice weather tomorrow.